Hey everyone, Anthony Alfredo here, and I am on iRacing at the updated Bristol Motor Speedway. We're under the lights in the NASCAR Cup Series car. We're going to test out the new track surface that features updated grip, increased grip on the bottom of the racetrack, so it's not so much top dominant as the track used to be before they started applying the PJ1 traction compound in real life. Now, you can't see it, but you can feel it, so we're going to get a better look at that right here and make sure that you guys can get a good sound because we have had some audio issues in the past. So give it a little rev, make sure we've got it. We are good. We're going to pull off pit road and check this out. So normally the PJ1 is a dark black strip you can see. And like I said, although you can't see it, you can in fact feel it for sure. So we're gonna head out here, compare lap times top to bottom. Made a couple laps just to try to get comfortable with it. But I'll show you how well it wraps the bottom because of the increased grip down there. Missed it a little bit there. You gotta be sure to be right against the black apron, the pavement apron. The track looks really like light gray since it's concrete, and down there it's painted. I've not driven the fix setup yet, that's for sure, so there we go. Just wrap right around it. So you're going to enter the corner, drag a little bit of brake to scrub some speed, and then let off once you're in there, and it'll wrap right around it. This setup seems to be a little bit bouncy over that bump. But you see right there, just wrap it, and you can make up a lot of speed. You can drive kind of right at it, too, and wrap it like that. But you have to sacrifice a little bit of center speed when you drive straight in like that. So it's not necessarily the ideal line unless you have an issue with being free in. Otherwise, you want to carry a little bit of arc like this down to the bottom off the brake roll. And there's so much grip. You can get into the throttle very aggressively. So now we're going to move to the top, and I'll show you the difference. That was a good lap to end the bottom on, too. We matched our best. So this is what you used to run here. You can see the center time given up in the... through the center, you're giving up time compared to the bottom, obviously taking a greater distance, but there is a big run you get off the corner still. It seems that the bottom's going to be dominant for quite a few laps, but I think as the tires wear, you're going to be able to make the top work. It's going to provide great racing because it'll have multiple grooves. Might be a little bit hectic at first with people running single file around the bottom and pulling the old bump and run on each other, but once everybody gets comfortable with it, I think you'll have some options. I think you'll be able to hold someone off because even though the bottom is better, you can also run them tighter at this first seam. It was a little bit high there, but I'll show you in this corner. If you wrap this top seam, you can pinch them off and you'll take away their entry and exit line, so they have to sacrifice a little bit of speed and you can hold them off. So that's pretty much the updated Bristol. I wouldn't say there's necessarily PJ1 since you can't see it. See, now right on the top it messed me up. I gotta get back into a rhythm on the bottom. Took me a couple laps at first and it's gonna take me a second to get back into it here. There's not necessarily PJ1 on iRacing, but the new Bristol definitely has added grip on the bottom of the racetrack to make it feel like there is. I don't know if the intentions were to make it feel like PJ1 or make it, but they definitely were to make it race like there's PJ1, which is why they increased the grip, which we've seen them do at a couple other tracks on the service in previous updates. But this one just, to me, doesn't feel the same. It just feels like PJ1. You could feel that instant grip increase, and if you miss the bottom by a little bit, it feels like you're out of it, or at least your right side tires are, which is how it is in real life. So I think it feels like there's PJ1 on the track. Like I said, I'm not sure if that was the intentions or not, because maybe they would have made it look like it's on here, but it definitely feels like it, and I think it'll race like it for sure, which I'm looking forward to seeing, especially in the eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing series. But run quite a few laps here. I'm definitely missing the bottom quite a bit, but it's faster than the top. I think the biggest thing is when I ran up there, wore the right front a little bit, and also it's a little bit different of a driving style, so you kind of have to get back into a rhythm on the bottom like that. And then we can go back to the top if we'd like. Just like that. So I think it's going to provide better racing, more moving around, not so dominant one line, although it might be like that on the bottom for a little bit. I think it'll definitely move around as the tires wear, which I'm looking forward to. So one more lap on the bottom. Let's try to make it a good one. Nope. Oh, man. I was running the open setup. It was way easier. There we go. We'll take that. Probably could mess around with some steering ratio adjustments and things of that nature, but that's the new Bristol update on iRacing. I hope that helped. Hopefully it was informative. There'll be a few more of these, as with every other build week here on the sim. Try to make these videos to run through some of the things you can expect. So hopefully you guys appreciated that, and I'll talk to you all later. See you in the next one.